CU gets the win over Wyoming. Why am I talking about Colorado beating Wyoming? Well, because Caden Salter, the guy that really shouldn't have lost his job, Plus, I talk about Colorado. They beat Wyoming. They did 37-20, as they should. They should beat Wyoming handily, just like how they handled them. Is it concerning? Well, the concerning thing is, I guess you could say Wyoming had 11 drives, CU had 10. CU was able to capitalize more off of those. Well, we kind of knew that Wyoming's defense came to play, and they had a good defense, right? But the Colorado defense had to step up, and they showed that in this game versus Wyoming, right? They just did. And I'm putting emphasis on that. They showed improvement against a team who they should show improvement over. And you're not going to get many people talking about this game. Because honestly, but they have improved. So when we do talk about the tackles for loss generated, they had 7 of them. You want to see that out of them. But you really look at it and you say, well, how did they do in the running game? Did they really shut them down running wise in the game? Well, they ran the ball total 39 times. And this is before all the subtractions and everything come out, right? It was getting almost 5 yards a clip on that Colorado defense. I think, honestly, Wyoming came out and they almost, I don't know why you want to pass with the quarterback that they have the way that they did. And that's what was concerning about me to the end a little bit. You know what I mean? That quarterback can't pass. Caden Anderson ain't no drop back, throw it all over the yard type of guy. Just not. He's just not. And, and I'm putting no knock on him or nothing. Look, it is what it is. But when you look at Wyoming and what they were able to do, they still had 178 yards on the ground, and averaging 5 yards per carry, dang near 4.6 to be exact. You know what I mean? And then passing wise, at 28 total passes for 182 yards. CU had 307 yards, and they had 207 on the ground, which is great for Colorado. That's great. You want to see that kind of game. You got a Caden Salter who accounted for 100 of those yards. And that's probably exactly how that game should go. Caden Salter had 100 before you subtract everything out, right? Evenly. Had a buck and a touchdown, and a rushing touchdown. Had 293 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and he should be playing like that. He absolutely 100% give Colorado the best chance of winning football games, hands down. And I hope that the whole narrative of him not being able to pass it down the field and spread the ball around the receivers and get Sincere Brown and Omarion Miller the ball, Terrell Timmons, Draylon Miller, he spread the ball around, hit guys, and he just had to get comfortable in playing his way and take the training wheels off of him. And that's exactly, and if CU can continue to, I don't think CU would be where they're at right now with the two L's had Salter been playing the game. I don't see them. I didn't think they would lose to Houston. I just honestly did not think they were. Preseason wise, I picked Colorado to beat Houston. I did. And I also beat them to beat Wyoming. Now their next 4 games are going to be daunting. It's going to be hard. You're going to get tested. These teams equal up with you as far as, they got slightly more speed, right? So is that talent? Those speeds not is that talent? Would you say because they got speed, they're better? The secondary concerns me at Colorado. Secondary concerns me. Coaching also concerns me, but most definitely what concerns me with Colorado is, without a doubt, that secondary. Because if you get a competent guy and a competent receiver, let's just say with Sam Levitt and Jordan Tyson, I don't think that's good. But you got to live it up, and you got to give it to CU. So let me give it to them first. But look, got BYU next. Focus on them, and that's going to be a tough task. LJ Martin is a beast at running back. That quarterback also is a beast. He also can throw the ball. I know he's a freshman, but they got some decent receivers over there. That defense comes to play. They're going to be all over that. And some of these teams have faced running quarterbacks already, so they'll be prepared for Caden Salter. But does he give them the best chance to win in this division and in this conference? Absolutely. Absolutely. You take Caden Salter out of the game again and bench him again, then that's just taking your season and just saying it. We just don't want to win. So to all the singers that's on the roster, sorry that y'all here, but we just don't want to win it. If Salter comes out the game, I'm just being honest. I'm going to say what some other people's not going to say about Colorado, and that's just what it is. Salter gives that team the best chance to win. You have to account for him. He opens up Omarion Miller, Draylon Miller, Sincere Brown. He opens up the downfield passes because you have to bring the guys up. If you're going to play the pass, then we're going to run the ball because you do got running backs who can run the ball. You have a quarterback who can run the ball. But then when you have a quarterback who can run the ball, you always have to they're always got to have the man constantly. I hope you don't disrespect them like Georgia Tech did, because Georgia Tech didn't have a spy. And immediately Pat Schumer should have that not at all time. They didn't. I don't think they started spying him till like almost in the fourth quarter. So if you're Pat Schumer, you gotta recognize that early. Don't disrespect him because he will get busy on you. You gotta have somebody account for Caden Salter. So that opens up other things on the offense. I mean, it's just hands down. It is what it is, man. I mean, it's not. It don't take a rocket scientist or Chuck and Chubby to say that he's the guy moving forward. And they handle business the way that they should have in every way. Then he said, oh, it was an offense turn of an offense. And I did see Coach Prime's comment, and he said, well, now it's the defense turn. Well, it should be. The defense has been a problem for the past couple. That's what it was. Not knowing who your quarterback was a problem. Now it's one of them, but then the defense just continued to give things up. And I think honestly in this game, had they probably stayed with the run more, and I don't know why in the world. I think that he knew that CU was going to sell out stopping the run, so he put the game in Caden Anderson's hand, tried to do that. But I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got that big running back there. Give him the ball. And I mean, the freshman didn't look bad neither. I mean, Samuel Harris didn't look bad. He had 126 yards, 19 carries. You know what I'm saying? What are you? Why was you throwing the ball the way y'all were with Caden Anderson? Like, I thought that was crazy. But shout out to Colorado for winning the game. I mean, anything, CU won the game, and that's just that. I think that was a bad, and I'm sure he's probably kicking himself in the butt right now, because there was times in that game where you looked at and you said, "Uh-oh, what's happening?" But they're not a play behind from behind team. Wyoming's not. They're not a play. They control the clock. They score slowly. And I think passing the ball and getting to a panic because you was down 7 or something like that, or was kind of because they stopped the run a little bit. Like, you got to stick to it and play defense. You know what I mean? He kind of panicked a little bit, but I'm sure that coach is sitting there apologizing to his team. Like, look, that was on us. Probably could have played closer. At least covered in this game. I mean, they gave him like 12 points, but anyway, I thought it should be closer. To be honest. I'm not picking on nobody. I'm watching football. I'm researching the game. I thought they could have played them better. Shout out to Colorado, man, for winning that game. Look, college football is super exciting. Like you got in the last game, I'm gonna touch